Hello! We are live on the Twitch. I don't know why I decided to go with the Twitch, but here we are. um, yeah, welcome back to Caffeinated Arcade. We are streaming Adventures in Alainn, and it's our homebrew D&D 5e world. And our party is currently, well, they're at Meadhaven because they just rescued a halfling family from a bunch of mutant zombie bees. Because that's fun. And they almost died fighting the queen, but that's besides the point. Yeah, they had a pretty rough battle, but now they're getting back on track to their original destination of the Chamnora swamp, which is southeast of where they currently are. So, and also, at some point during the session, we'll be introducing a new party member. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick up there. We are literally just in the aftermath of the battle. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I believe a few party members could certainly use a rest.
Yeah, Derek, how was it on the inside of the house?
Oh.
He was protecting the family, and yeah, I think we definitely needed a rest. Yeah.
All right, and I'm assuming
I think
you're...
we ended. I think some of us ended up with like 1 or 2 hit points. Most of us.
It was pretty bad.
It was kind of bad.
It was fine. Don't worry about it.
So we'll tell the family of halflings that, like, yeah, we're gonna need to borrow some beds, and then we'll help you with your shipment of mead to wherever we were before Meadhaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
maybe a few bandages.
Alright, so the halfling family, they're very thankful for the fact that you rescued them from this infestation of bees, and they're a little on edge just by the experience of being possessed by said bees, but other than that, they seem relatively unharmed. And they begin to just fetch everything for you guys. One of the halflings goes in and starts brewing some food for you, and getting some bed chambers nice and cozy. And some of them are just like, we'll sleep on the floor, you can have our rooms.
And booze.
Oh, booze as well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think alcohol will make the wounds better. Yeah, that's definitely it.
Before I have anything alcoholic, I want to play with if there's any kids.
Nice.
That you may want to rephrase that.
Oh my god.
No, it's before I have any booze.
I want to play with.
Right.
Yeah, they're all scared or whatever, you know.
Just don't let them
You want to get the black goo off first, so after we clean up a little bit. Yeah.
I'm all prestidigitated. I love being clean.
While we're on that, maybe don't let him play with the kids after he's had booze.
Yeah, definitely not.
After he starts drinking, he has a different kind of play in mind entirely.
Not with anybody here. I think.
Oh no, this is our party.
I think she's married to the other halfling that we rescued on the road.
Yes. Because I remember you tried to hit on her and then realized that she was married.
Right, yeah. If she's not a widow, she's not for me.
Right.
I mean, we can make her a widow.
Oh.
That's so bad.
You have plenty of meat, you're fine.
I hope this is like an in-game conversation where you just said that. That's my dream right
now. Probably not, sadly. As funny as that would be. Yeah, we're terribly sorry your husband didn't make it. Right here, I said he didn't make it.
We'll deal with you later. Oh my god.
Run now.
So, you all bunk down for the night, have a glorious amount of mead. All for free, too, because of your heroic deeds at the meadery. And yeah, is there anything else you guys would do before heading to bed for the night?
No.
No. Solid. Alright. Well, in that case, you all gain the benefits of a long rest, get some of the poison out of your system from both the mead and the killer queen bee, and you wake up to a foggy morning, but it's still a pretty nice day, and the day is yours to begin your travels.
I mean, you might want to get used to the fog. Like, it's pretty common in the swamp.
You're gonna see Tom kind of like meditating for a second. I'm gonna convert 2 sorcery points to a spell slot.
I believe we just finished a long rest. You don't need to do that.
It just gives me an extra one. It's the only thing I can do with my points at the moment.
Oh, got it.
Oh, I honestly didn't know you could give yourself additional slots above what you have.
Like above the cap?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the whole thing
Cool.
with like, this is meta, but if you wanted to do the coffee lock, the reason it works is because the sorcery points convert to extra spell slots, not like replacement spell slots.
Ooh, I can abuse
I'll
that.
have to look. Yeah, I'll have to look into that sometime.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm always running out of them because I use them on other silly stuff.
Okay. So, you get some nice cinnamon buns and some morning coffee from the halfling family.
Fresh cinnamon buns. Oh, that's so great.
She's a very nice lady, Hetilda. So, and she sends you on your way, and you are now heading, I have my map here, southeast towards the Chamnora swamp. And the interesting thing, because of the direction you chose by going to Mead Haven first, it takes a little bit longer, but it's less dangerous than the other path that was presented to you. So, and I mean slightly less dangerous, but you have Sunevi as your guide as well. But who wants to roll the first day of travel?
Well, since apparently I'm leading, I suppose I'll go ahead and oh, that's pretty decent. That's 20.
Okay, awesome. And then, okay. That'll work. And for future reference, normally I do a flat d20 for this, but it still passes anyway, so sweet. Yeah, this day is pretty, I don't want to say uneventful, but besides for the fog you encountered in the morning, it starts to clear up by mid-afternoon. But along the way, you kind of follow this meandering path going through the swamp, and the trees keep getting more dense, and there's a few points where the path almost like dips down into like a we'll say like a 6-inch or like 1 foot bog area. So some of it you're trudging through swamp water, and then other times you have a chance to dry off just to go back into swamp water, and it's not the most pleasant in the world. But eventually you come to a camp, just actually right along the path.
I mean, you
I
say
would
that,
to
but
say
like
it's,
Sunevi's
like on
sorry.
the road.
You said like literally right in the middle of the road.
Like literally on the middle of the road.
Yeah, probably. And you say like this is terrible. Like I'm sure Sunevi's having the time of his life.
That's amazing. So, what would you guys do approach? Would you approach this camp? Would you approach cautiously?
I'm flying. I'm jumping.
You know, fellows, I don't recall this camp being here when I left. Granted, it has been a few weeks, but still.
I'm
Be a
like,
threat.
yeah, I'm looking around from up above.
Perfect. And actually, Glucose, if you could give me a perception check as well, to see if you notice these strange travelers coming your way.
I like that he called me glucose.
I know that I'm not. This isn't my. Well, I guess I'm not a ranger. I was like, this isn't my area of choice, but druid sense usually is kind of pretty good in most areas.
Solid. So, you notice absolutely nothing. Basically, these people stop and are like looking at you, and you're probably taking a nap. It's early afternoon.
I would say I was making some mozzarella cheese.
Solid.
It looks like he's cooking something.
Probably. Unless anyone has any thing they want to do regarding our new team member. I believe
Well,
Sanu is just I believe Sanu is... Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's approach cautiously.
Okay.
Yeah, about the caution, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Sanu is just going to approach and, well, yeah, that.
Perfect. Well, in that case, go ahead and describe your character, Derry.
Alright. I just love the fact I can call myself Derry or Glucose.
Yeah.
So, you see a old-looking, like, short guy, probably a gnome, judging from his ears, just seated down in front of a pot, making some mozzarella cheese. He's wearing just like the most stereotypical wizard outfit, including like the blue pointy hat, except it's also decorated in mushrooms of various kinds. He has a red coat, a green shirt, and some brown baggy pants, and very pointy wizard shoes, and an amazingly long white beard.
Lovely fella.
Does the tip of the beard look like it's been dragging in the swamp water?
No, it's like right above.
Okay.
Does the tip of the beard look like it's been dragging in the cheese?
Definitely.
Seasoning.
Indeed.
I say
Different kind of cheese.
Gets better with age.
Oh man, it's like one of those fancy like French cheese, like the fondue or whatever they're called. Although I don't think fondue is a cheese, is it?
Fondue is a dish made from
can be.
multiple types
Yes,
of cheese. melted
fondue is
together.
like cheese and wine. And
That's-
Then
I mean,
it's
that's
like
a
a
good-
cheese
fondue
and
and
wine
beer.
thing, yeah.
I believe it's a melted cheese as well, something that you can
Yep.
dip like croutons in.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Basically like a hot pot but made of cheese, and you dip things in it.
Indeed.
That's a lunch idea for me.
Grease cheese.
So do I notice them coming in?
We'll say that at this point, since they're approaching. Yes, you would.
All right. So I take a glance at them and turn back, and then I glance again, and then I get up. I look towards the party, and then like make a shocked face with my hands to my face. I was like, "Well, look what happened! You just come across a wizard's camp, right far off from the road as well. In the fog, no less."
Greetings and good tidings.
I am Glucus Dairy. Please, Have a sit at my camp. Have a respite. Or respite.
And just to give you an idea of what the rest of the party looks like, we'll start with Sinevi. Why don't you go ahead and describe your character?
Sure thing. Well, I'm sure I stand out because I'm a lizard folk. Can't speak. Of a somewhat lean build with like auburnish, orange, brownish scales and brown stripes down his back, sort of similar to tiger stripes, but just lizard. How does this describe him? His throat, like the things on top of his head, lacks any kind of a spine, so his throats are basically just drooping over the side of his head, sort of like hair, in a deep red color. And what does this describe? His tail is also completely smooth, so he has a fairly, well, what's the term? A fairly gentle appearance for a lizard folk. Like, he looks fairly welcoming, approachable compared to like most other lizards. And as for clothes and appearance, like, he wears very basic clothes. He's like he's a swarm dweller, so like they are not particularly worried about being fancy or flashy or anything.
All
Yeah.
right. So that's what you see of Sunibi. Well, you're actually seeing everyone at once. So why don't we?
No, I'm up.
Oh, you're still above. Okay.
I'm still above.
Then Ryland would be on the ground. So go ahead and describe your character, Ryland.
Ryland is a human female with dark hair. Sorry, Ryland is a human female with dark hair, and she has two bracers on her forearms, and she's clearly been out in the woods a long time, so she's kind of in like foresty colors, like dark browns and greens. And she's actually fairly it looks fairly nice and approachable. She's kind of soft spoken usually, and she just sort of mentioning your mushroom, she kind of has a haze around her because she has a halo of spores.
Ooh. My favorite class.
That's amazing. And then what does Glucose see of Derek?
So Derek is your fairly stereotypical looking dwarven male, typical dark hair, heavy suit of armor on, especially after the fracas at the house back there. Still just sort of stomping along, scowling around, trying to keep an eye out for any further dangers in the swamp. You spot the occasional sort of twinkle of like a little magical sort of sigil or something sparking off different sections of his armor as he sort of shifts his position as he eyes you up and down looking for threat.
You can tell he's a very cheesy guy.
I wish I could think of a suitable comeback. But I'm afraid I'm just not good enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, 4 points of psychic
Boy.
damage.
Oh man. As the cheese man, I should be offended by that.
Puns away.
Oh man.
So I'm guessing I see everyone except for Tom.
Yes, that would be correct.
All right. I usher them closer and say, "Come, have a seat. This is a very random encounter to find a wizard in the woods. Please come, have a seat. Try my cheese. And I have coffee too. You must have had a long, long day and many tales, I presume."
All right. Well, with the word coffee, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and silent image to kind of descend like an angel of light all the way down and say, "You mentioned coffee.
Good heavens! Literally. Where did you come from?
Heaven."
Even more literal. Yes, I have coffee. All of them are dairy based.
Is there any other kind?
Wow.
Dairy.
I have.
Do you have a latte? I've heard about these lattes and I want to try one.
No, but we have a mochaccino. It's made from various
Ooh.
mushroom spice. I made them myself from my beard.
Oh, I thought mochachinos were made of chocolate.
What's chocolate?
It's, a bean and dairy.
Beans and dairies? That is ridiculous. I have never heard of such food.
Yet you make
No,
coffee.
Yes, coffee is a very stable source of alchemical component back in school.
Sorry.
What is this dairy you speak of?
Well, that is me, glucose dairy.
Oh, so are you the meat?
No, only dairy-based product here.
But you're
But that's-
dairy, so are you the product?
I am the product of illusions, and you can see like a illusion of like mozzarella cheese walking around with legs.
Ah.
Can I do is it a wisdom roll or an intelligence roll to disbelieve the camp?
To what the camp?
Disbelieve what I'm seeing.
Sure, make an insight check.
I mean, Suniu doesn't care. This is amazing.
That's a 5.
Yeah, I totally believe that the mozzarella sticks can walk around everything. I'm totally on board with this.
So I'm gonna ask in a very pointed way. Sir Dairy, did you milk yourself for this delicious coffee?
Oh, good heavens! And you can see like a blush on his face. Or oh no, we don't do that here.
Excellent. We're gonna get along fine. I'm Tom Fan. Pleasure to meet you. And I'll extend
Oh
my
yeah,
hand.
and we're the
You
fannies.
have a very angelic name, Tom. It matches your aesthetics.
Appreciate you.
Again, we're the fannies.
Yes. This is Sunivi of the Chamnora swamp.
It's the lake, but close enough.
Yeah. Lake, swamp, whatever. Close enough. And this is Ryland. Ryland of the not too smelly spores. And this is Derek the dwarf of the I almost pickpocketed him, but I didn't. It didn't work. We're the fannies. These are my fangirls.
Excuse me.
Only one of us is a girl.
Yeah, but that's the name that stuck.
Did you say fannies?
Yes, we're the fannies.
Oh, I was just making sure I heard that correctly. You have quite a concoction of a party, don't you? Almost like a really bad potion, but we learned these.
Seems to work out fine.
That's a bit rude. I mean, we're doing pretty good for ourselves.
That's exactly why I find you interesting. You're still alive.
In that case, wouldn't we be a good potion?
Indeed.
A very good
Except
potion,
with
even.
many side effects, wouldn't it? Please, have a seat. Have a seat. Take any of the seat. All of them if you want.
I'm gonna keep standing, but I am enjoying the coffee.
Out of character, how many seats are there?
One. Just for himself. Which he took, like, immediately.
That's amazing.
One gnome-sized seat
I'm sure Derek could like make a bench.
for,
Given time.
and he's offering Sinevi, a very large lizard person.
I'm still
Just
standing.
one
I'm fine.
minute.
I mean, I'm tempted to say to you, just like shove him out of the seat and sit down, but I don't think you'd do that. I'm just gonna sit down on the ground. It's fine. Legs
Oh,
crossed.
what direction were you heading? I was here for about a few hours now. And you are the only persons I've seen that come across here that didn't want to talk to me, or that want to talk to me, I should say. Oh, memories.
Oh, we get that a lot.
Others didn't want to talk to you? Others
Well,
came by but didn't want to talk to you? How many others?
uh, I think about maybe 3 or 4, around those numbers, but there also could be none, because I have some hallucination problems lately. This cheese is not very good.
I was going to say, have you been eating some of the mushrooms on your head? Because that can cause hallucination problems too.
Yes, psilocybin, I think it's called.
Hmm.
Very fun times when you're alone.
And then you get to make human cheese.
Human cheese? No, heavens no!
Oh
I
no,
don't think.
no. He said he said he did not milk himself.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
I'll have you know, I have receipts on these milk if you want to see.
No, I believe you. I
Wait,
believe
wait.
you.
Can you make cheese from humans?
Theoretically, but ethically, not.
You kind of
very
can, but
smiled
we
upon.
don't recommend it.
And just as you say, like, ethically you can't. So maybe he's going to like start digging through Derek's cooling box. My note's down here somewhere.
No.
Does anybody want to try and explain to Sinevi?
Yeah, you don't whip out the meat on the first day.
Yeah, that's not first. That's not first
What?
date material. That's not first date material.
What are you talking about? Of course it is.
Oh, I see you are a proprietors of the dick jokes. Let me try my own.
No,
Penis.
but like,
You need to try your own dick.
I know gnomes are short, but I didn't think they could bend that far.
No, well, you see,
I thought you said you
Flexibility.
didn't milk yourself.
look, I'll have you all know that if you want to make friends or cater to the opposite sex, you whip out your meat and you offer it to them.
Something mushroom cap something.
Oh my gosh. So, Sinevi, what does glucose actually see you when you, for lack of better terms, whip the meat out of the bag?
Whip it out.
Eventually, I just bring out a forearm. Hand
Is it like
attachment.
a humanoid
Hand
arm?
attachment all.
Make it a medicine check.
Okay.
It looks vaguely humanoid.
Can you make cheese from this?
Oh, you're quite a handy person, aren't you? What is this exactly? I don't see very well.
Oh,
Is
this is
an
my
arm?
it's my former political opponent. Political opponent.
Political opponent? Is
It's
this
a lo-
human?
Yes.
It
Oh, well.
was human.
It was once human.
This is very macabre offering, but
Hopefully it wasn't my dad. We didn't get to
it
ask.
could be your father too.
Nah, I hope not.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. This is quite a surprise to be given to a random wizard in the middle of the road. Even for me.
Can you make cheese out of this or not?
No, you need dairy for cheese, not flesh. I can make jelly with this. Do you want jelly?
You know what dairy is? I'm confused.
Dairy, milk, cheese.
Oh. Milk.
You know, white stuff you put in your mouth.
Sure.
Yeah, just try this. Try this. And then I
chew on
give
that
him
for a minute.
A mozzarella cheese slice, which is removed from my snackies list.
Sure, I'll try, but interesting out of character question, like, considering the fact that lizard folk primarily only eat meat, Would they have a lactose intolerance?
Farting.
Make
You're gonna be
a
rolling Constitution all day now, man.
make a con save. Let's see what happens.
Nope,
Yes.
I power through it.
You just hold it back and clench.
It's a little old, like the cheese, but it tastes really good.
I must say, I must introduce this to my tribe. I'd love it.
Well, don't expect me to make it all of it. For them.
Why not?
Well, I am a single person, you see, and currently getting into the cheese-making business has not worked out very well for me, you see.
Maybe you just haven't, aimed for the right target audience.
Well, there's also other reasons for that, but let's not get into that, yes? Yes, we're all friends here. Tell me, where are you going? Where is your destination?
So Nevi was hearkening us back to his neck of the woods. Think we're gonna try to get some evil things from some evil people, and make sure the world doesn't end.
Evil things from evil people. How exciting!
Yeah, there was this little while where I thought I had swallowed this necklace, and I was trying to poop it out, and then it turns out I hadn't swallowed this necklace, and then it turned me kind of evil when I put it on, but only once, and I didn't kill anybody because they were fine when I was done.
Wait, you pooped out a necklace and then wore it?
No.
He wanted to poop out
Almost.
the necklace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
you
wanted
tried
it to
it
be
in
inside
the
me, and it didn't work.
I'm aware this comes from Sanevi, but Tom, subtlety is a thing.
Ah, he said we're all friends here. We just had his cheese. I don't see any holes in his argument so far.
By the way, these are branded. They're called the D cheese for dairy.
What other
course.
kind of dairy is? Of course, it's. I'm confused.
You're confused about the D?
Well, if it wasn't dairy, never mind. I'm just. Yep, I'm fine. I'm good.
Trade glucose secret, you see.
You broke Ryland.
Maybe you really can make cheese.
Careful, breaking Ryland's brain can be hazardous to one's health.
Well, might I make a request from your party, since that you've had my cheese and hospitality has been paid? Yes, coffee has been given, indeed.
You can ask whatever you want.
Well, you see, I am currently on the run, so I was hoping maybe if I could maybe just hang around with your lot for a little bit, so while I can see the rest of the world. You seem like a sort that would travel between places, yes, and a wizard could be useful, yes. I'm a wizard.
Who are you on the run from? And that's about the 5th time you've mentioned you're a wizard. Most wizards I've ever met don't mention that they're a wizard that often. So who did you
must have no
scam?
confidence. Sorry, go on.
So who did you scam, and why are you on the run?
I didn't
From
scam
whom?
anyone. I was innocent. I am innocent, in fact.
Innocent of what?
For many of great deal things, yes. Innocent of everything. Innocent of murder. Innocent of theft. All of it.
Well,
So you've
what are
been
you-
charged with murder and theft. Where?
No, I haven't been charged for murder or theft. I'm just saying I'm innocent to them.
well, what have you been called guilty of then?
Nothing. I told you I'm innocent.
Yes,
Did you
but
leave before they had the chance to call you guilty?
Well, that's a little bit complicated, to be honest. I I wasn't supposed to mention I was on the run, but that flew out my mind.
You mean they were a bit cheesed off with you?
I like you.
You wouldn't believe some of the things I can come up with.
You have a dictionary for this or something. Can I borrow it? It definitely adds to the character of the cheese man.
I just want to know who's going to chase us and stab us in our sleep.
Oh, nothing to worry about. You won't know. You won't know when they get close to me. So you're fine. You're safe.
Yeah, sure. If you keep on making coffee like this and not milking yourself, then yeah.
I'm not milking myself. I told you. I have the receipts.
The more I say it, the more true it becomes. So that's what I'm going with.
And the more he offers to produce the receipts, the more I become skeptical of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Very
You know,
well,
it's like
come to
somebody's
an agreement.
denying it so long that it just becomes the truth. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, do you guys keep heading towards your destination with your newfound party member?
Yeah,
Yes.
come on board. Welcome to the
And
Fannies.
I'm gonna be keeping a very peculiar look on this wizard of ours. I'm sorry, couldn't resist.
Wait, you're gonna give a what look?
I'm gonna keep a peculiar look on this wizard of ours. That's another tower trees.
Give me an insight check, Sinevi.
Sure. Oh, I'm actually good at these, but yeah, decent. 17.
That's pretty good. What does he gain from that? Glucose?
What does he gain from that? Are you taking a general look at his character, kind of thing?
Yeah, just keeping an eye on our new cheese loving companion.
Oh, he seems very like cheerful and high, and he's always like looking around, like taking in the terrain and like looking towards the forest. You can get a sense that this feels like a child going out on an adventure for the first time.
I see.
He's very attentive and observant, but with a cheerful attitude.
Very nice.
Alrighty.
Well, we do happen to be heading all over the continent, so I don't have a problem. Keep the coffee coming, and you owe, let's see, 2 wine bottles to Sinevi.
2 wine bottles? What for?
That's the toll.
There's a toll for this. Well, I guess I should pay you something for having me along. It's like having a group of bodyguards, yes?
Well, after all, this is Sinevi's territory. This is Sinevi's homeland.
No.
Yes, but this is not how we usually. This is not how we usually deal with this.
I feel like you bought us drinks when you joined up, Sinevi. Is that not right?
No, if I remember correctly, you guys gave me drinks, and I ended up getting drunk.
Oh, a new custom! How exciting!
An initiation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You see, as a lizard folk, Sinevi hadn't encountered alcohol before.
Never.
So we had to teach him of its ways.
Now here's the question. Have you ever gotten drunk on milk?
No, I don't think I've actually had milk.
I don't think it's a thing, but I have a theory on it.
It
Which
depends
I
what you
will
do to it
get-
first.
Yes. You just pour in alcohol.
That sounds
Now, I
horrible.
told you, haven't I?
Indeed. But yeah,
That is why all of you will like me. I
Out of
have
character. Out of character, you can make milk into vodka, and it's actually quite nice.
Nice. I thought.
yes,
thought
you
that
can.
was a thing.
It's called a White Russian.
Wait,
No, but like as in actual vodka made from milk as the base thing.
Yeah, instead of potatoes, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
would it still give you gas if you're like lactose intolerant?
Probably.
I think we need some
Gatsby on
science.
alcohol.
Alrighty, on that note, so you keep venturing forth into the swamp. The first day of travel goes pretty well. Who wants to roll for the second day?
I'll roll. I'll roll. This is just a straight D20,
Just
right?
a straight D20.
Oh, perfect.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that would be my roll. Yep.
nat
Wow.
1. That's
The first nat 1 of my entering.
okay. In that case, can you also roll a D12?
Yes.
For no reason at all.
Oh, of course not.
Okay. So, you're traveling deeper in the swamp, and for some of you, this is unfamiliar terrain. So, it makes things a little interesting moving forward. And, there's like various like branches and vines hanging around, and everything is filled with mist like all the time. But let's see here, let's double check that. Can I get everyone to make a dex save?
Boy. Oh, that's not great.
I am flexible. Must be all the keys.
Okay.
I'm not.
So basically, as you're walking, Sunivi and Derek, you feel the ground begin to sink beneath you, and suddenly it feels like you're sinking deeper and deeper into this. You're basically been caught in this pit.
Derek, are you getting shorter?
I mean, I didn't think it was
almost at
possible, but it feels like it.
Oh, don't worry, Derek. I have it.
I kind of expected the stout, our little stout dwarf to get caught in the mud.
Don't worry, I have it on good authority that this mud is great for the skin. So just hold your breath. It'll only be like 10 or 12 minutes.
It's about waist deep at this point. For Derek, that means about chest height.
Do I still have the hand, the arm?
Probably.
Do you need a hand? And I
I will certainly say yes.
I'm gonna help Derek, just fly him up out of the whatever is making him shorter.
Yeah, go ahead and make, we'll say, an athletics check to pull him out. And then same for glucose if you're doing it with Sunivi.
I'm gonna cast rope trick.
Okay.
And above him, so he could just climb up if he wants.
Okay, nice. That works a little bit better. In that case, I'll give Sunivi the athletics check with advantage.
Sure. Athletics with advantage.
Yeah, let me make things a little bit more easier for you.
19.
So, yeah, glucose, you're able to get Sunivi out of the pit, no problem. Derek keeps sinking down, and Tom, you're trying to yank him up, but he's a little heavier than you thought.
Yeah.
It's the armor. It's the armor.
Take off the armor.
He's a dwarf. He's a dwarf. They're a stout race. They're stout.
Dense bones.
Do you have vine whip or something? Maybe you yank him.
I do have entangle, but
I mean,
could I get the entangle so that it kind of pushes him up?
I feel like it would make it worse.
I
I
have
do
druid
have-
craft
and
in
I
my
do actually,
spells. Could
I
I
do
add
actually
a
have
dru-
phone whip.
You have
Oh.
thorn whip?
Yes, I do actually have that.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're out,
Go for it. Go ahead and make your attack.
Sure. And would it technically be with advantage since he's both stuck and probably the
Hit
equivalent
me
A
as
little
hard as you
prone.
can.
I'll give
He's
it to you.
thinking.
I am consenting. I am consenting.
18. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, thankfully.
Okay,
Perfect.
but I will say though, unfortunately, you do take a small amount of damage.
What if you pull him into the mud?
Only 4 piercing damage. Only.
Oh wait, you're wait. Never mind.
Believe it or not, this is not the first time that someone in the party has been whipped by another.
Good reason.
The sad
yeah,
thing
so
is,
you
it's been consenting the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, what's sad about that? There's nothing
That's-
sad
that's
about
good.
that. That's great.
That's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
The good
Yeah.
thing about it is we're usually consenting. I
This
think
is what
every
men-
member
what-
of
what
the
men
party has
dream of.
attacked everybody else so far.
Look, there's nothing sad about consent. Consent is beautiful.
It's exactly true.
It's very
Um,
rare for men to get this opportunity. Also,
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a little prickly, but, Derek, you're able to get up out of the pit. And,
Yep, just happy to be pulled out.
yeah, just slightly bleeding.
Indeed, and you know, just because I'll go ahead and also first level spell slot, healing word. There we go. Take 5 health
Aw,
back.
that's so sweet.
There we
Very
go. You're
kind,
back to full
Sneevy.
health. You're back to full health.
So,
All
besides
good,
for
Derek.
that, brief encounter with a mud pit, nothing else bad happens throughout the day. Who wants to roll for day 3? I just read that comment. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's an 8.
Cool.
Oh god. Get some squeamy.
So, actually, an 8 was exactly what you needed.
Oh, done right.
So,
In a good way or a bad way?
more whipping involved.
to not have something bad happen. So you're good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's a little rainy
That does not exclude whipping.
on the third day of travel. And it makes the path even more muddy, and Sinevi and Derek are just a little bit paranoid about the day before. But other than the rain, it's pretty uneventful. Let's do day 4.
And I assume the whole time we're like, you know, camping, eating more cheese.
Oh, absolutely, probably.
All right.
A couple good berries here and there, you know.
Oh, who has
And
Goodberry?
And
I'm a
armor,
druid.
too.
Okay.
The occasional bit. That reminds me, somebody promised to make Sunevi a human meat stew, and you'd all try it. I have not
I
forgotten.
thought that was when I thought that was when we had a time to like make sure we got all the spices and everything.
It's
I
true.
feel like you're just delaying the inevitable.
I might be.
I mean,
Sunevi remembers.
if you really want to do this, Sinevi, there's some things we need to gather first. A number of other types of protein for a start. See, I'm not proud of it, but it's something we had to do in the war. Basically, you get as many different types of meat as you can, you add them all in, cook it all up, and that way no one can quite say exactly what it is they're eating.
But-
We called it potluck.
But that would defeat the whole purpose of trying it.
Remember, you're willing. We were needing to.
Is this some unique meat that you're trying to serve, or am I missing the point?
You remember that arm you're carrying around?
Yes.
It's that meat.
Oh, you want to cook the arm
Possibly.
and eat it?
Preferably, yes.
Well, I can't tell if it's human or not, so just to let you know, I'm out of the equation. I wasn't present when you made that promise. No siree, no.
That's
And I,
fine. You can still
and
have
I
some. It's
explicitly
all good.
said no.
Don't
Just some
worry.
slight cannibalism.
You can still have some. We don't mind.
No, I'm in a dairy-only milk diet, dairy-only diet.
That explains the smell when you.
No, I just haven't
Sorry.
showered.
Oh.
You did just walk through a whole day of rain, so.
That's the first time I showered.
Also, are you sure you can't turn that arm into cheese?
Well, theoretically, if you use transmutation, maybe.
But that doesn't count.
Well, I wanted to be tall, so I guess we can both be sad about that.
I don't have a response.
You have done the impossible. You have made speechless.
I suppose if you were taller, you would have more meat on you, so that might be actually. We need to research this further.
Oh my
You're not
gosh.
thinking about eating me, are you?
I mean, if you step out of line.
You'll die of poisoning. All this mushroom is poisoned. That's why I wear them.
Good thing
Ah.
I have lesser restoration.
They're powerful poison. I enchanted them.
Still poison. It's gonna work.
They're from another world.
It sounds like you're stretching now. Are you
gotta
from
stretch the
another
cheese.
world?
Possibly. And then I like make a like a flash of confetti just like come out of my fingers.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bonfire. We need to burn the witch.
Now, humors can only go for a long way before they're thought to be serious. Sorry for my stuttering.
Oh my gosh.
Do I sense fear in the tone of your voice?
No, that's just let's not get into it.
That is beautiful. Okay. Who wants to roll for the last day of travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, Derek.
Just a straight D20. Nice! Yeah.
Wait.
So somehow you guys avoided any real dangers and a very dangerous area of Presta. The dice for
Derek is on like hyper alert after realizing, oh, the floor can kill you here. He's now like, everything is a threat. Everything is a threat.
for sure. So and actually some of the rain clears out, and besides for the mist, you can see like a little bit of sunshine peeking through today on that high of a roll. And yeah, nothing tries to eat you or kill you or anything like that. And it's probably a relief after the killer queen bee as well.
Except our own party members. So it's probably a good thing.
All right. And then you finally see your destination in the distance. And it's about evening when you arrive here. But you see... Eventually you come to, and I'll describe it so you can see it, but you see a dock and a wooden hut that services boats coming in from the north. And besides for the murky swamp water and the river like running through it, at first you don't see anything, and you're confused because you're like, wait, isn't there supposed to be a town here? Then you notice wooden ramps and ladders directing your attention upwards. Starting at roughly 50 feet above the ground, you see several wooden structures, buildings, and connecting rope bridges built into the treetops of the swamp. The structures are at various altitudes, and to a child would look similar to a playground, if it wasn't for the sprawling size of the town built into the treetops. And there are several lanterns lighting the town from above, magical of course, to prevent any fires, but there's also a light green glow from the dense population of fireflies in Chamnora. And that's what you see.
Oh yeah, this is the town with the bird people who like to live up in the trees.
The what? Who lived up in the what?
Did I stutter?
Did I stutter?
You did, but I
Yes,
didn't.
you did.
The bird people who live up in the trees.
Oh, perhaps we could try calling
Um,
for them.
Oh, I'm gonna like it here.
And I will also point out that the first ramp that you see, there are 2 guards flanking either side of it.
so, Sunnivi, are you on good terms with the bird people or not so good terms with the bird people?
I think the correct term is we acknowledge that each other exists.
Okay. And you try to avoid each other, or you play nice with each other?
Again, we acknowledge that each other exists.
Okay.
I guess the question is, should I do the talking or should you do the talking?
I don't think it matters too much. I mean, these people are probably used to dealing with my kind, so they shouldn't be too freaked out by what I have to say.
Excellent. So I'm gonna clasp Sunnivi on the back and be like, "You got this. You're the city councilman over there, so you should have no problem talking to some guards over here."
Okay.
And I wanna like
Sure.
help. Whatever interaction, I wanna help.
Okay. Perfect. So, as you get a closer look at the guards, you realize that, and you see some people walking on the platforms above, and most of them aren't bird people. There's some elves, you see a couple halflings, dwarves. It seems to be a pretty, what's the word? Normal population. You don't see necessarily any, like, bird people, but there are more dragonborns than you've seen in past cities. So it seems to be almost like a 50-50 ratio. But actually one of the guards is dragonborn and the other guard would be half elven. And they clock you as you approach. And
Maybe they don't look very bird-like.
I mean, I did say bird people, I didn't say birds.
I'm gonna say hello
right,
in Draconic.
And the dragonborn guard bows to you and says, "What is your business? And what is your religious affiliation?"
That's a bit of a personal question on a first meeting.
Oh, says the guy who whips out his meat whenever he gets the chance.
This different.
My apologies, but we are required to ask.
Well, anybody wants to go first?
You're the most religious one here.
I mean, I follow the guidance of Fasak.
I follow the Holy Mother of the forest, special leadings towards her daughter, the spores.
Sounds like an offshoot of Fazak.
I follow Scientology.
I think we might have a case of who worships death over here. So
I worship Archmage Jestera Debooty.
He just worships the booty.
Debooty. It is my duty to please that booty.
And
So
what about you, dwarven fellow?
I follow the example of Saint Aidan Nightingale, the saint of sunlight.
I would like to say I make an illusion of the nightingale behind him, like a flash, like an emblem kind of thing, as he said that.
Wonderful. So we'll do a group persuasion check. So everyone roll persuasion, and we'll see.
I mean, do I need to roll persuasion when I'm being honest?
I am a follower of Scientology.
And I straight up do follow Fazak, like that's the new whole thing. Let's go for it. Oh, that's a 7. Yep, I'm not very
Nice.
convincing. Hey, we both got a 7. Wow, three of us got a 7.
I shouldn't have said this retroactively, but I was gonna give Derek and Sunevi advantage because of the specific references.
Sweet.
Sweet. Let's do it again.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Don't mind. Oh, that's a pretty good roll, but don't mind that. Ooh, much worse.
Yeah, much
Much
better.
worse.
Nice.
Can I keep the first one?
Yeah. So that will work. So basically, this guard disregards most of the comments, just like whatever. Okay. Then here's Saint Nightingale and also the mention of Fossick, and he says, "Okay. Thank you for divulging this information. We've had a bit of a rough week here in Chamnora, so everyone's just a little bit on edge. But you may pass."
Wait. Turn that back. Rough week. What's been going on?
Somebody worshipping Lycinus or whatever his name is.
Licenses?
The bad one.
No.
All these saints look alike. You know, heaven's very crowded.
I think that's hell, but okay.
Tomato.
And there's a reason it's called
Actually,
the
it
highway
would
to
be
hell,
more
but only
like-
stairway to heaven.
Lycidus.
Tomato and apple.
Lycidus. Is it a soft C or a hard C?
Oh, Lycidus.
Lycidus. That's exactly what I said.
Sounds elusive.
I've had a lot of cheese the last couple of days.
Yeah, you guys have basically been living off of coffee and cheese. And human meat.
It was fermented cheese. It was very fermented.
Cheese that gets you drunk.
Yeah. And so, the guard who has been conversing with you has just said, we're not exactly allowed to reveal this information to outsiders, but, you could
I'll
say
have you
there's
know I
been some
live here.
happenings.
I'll have you know I live here.
And he looks up
Live
towards
here?
the treetops and says, "Here?
Well, in the swamp, but like still.
Oh. If you really must know, there was an attack on Chamnora a week ago. And we've recovered since, and they're working on rebuilding some of our structures. Mainly the shrine was damaged. But, yeah. We're just a little on high alert.
It is troubling indeed.
Up and down the coast, we got people anti-religion. Where is the love?
But yeah. So which religions aren't allowed here?
Um,
Well, not religions, which saints.
the card just says any of the saints are allowed, and of course, we're pretty open to all religious affiliations, except for one we're trying to root out before they come into the village.
Hopefully, it's not Scientology.
No.
Ah, Alvina, that bitch. That is one you're talking about, right?
That's
It's
amazing.
Lilith, the Spider Queen, right? That's it.
Does start with
Or
an
maybe it's
L, but
with an L.
anyway, you may pass.
Liberalism.
And if you have further questions, of course, you may talk to the village elder, but
I mean,
I must resume my
suppose,
watch.
Oh, I would
suppose-
love to speak about this town.
I suppose Kayuel does it with an L.
That's amazing. So do you guys go up into the treetops? Or do you have anything else for the guard?
Excuse me, sir. What is this town called?
Chamnora.
No, how do you spell this? And I pull out my little notebook.
CHAM.
Hold on, Sonny. CHAM.
AM. NORA.
NORA. Chamnora. What is the inhabitants of this town? I heard bird people. Or wait, did I hear bird people?
Yes, bird people. They live in the trees.
Bird people town. Is this a town or a village?
More of a village.
A village. That's all I need to know from you, Sunny. Thank you.
Okay. So, you head up into the treetops, and surprisingly, the thing you notice about this town is that essentially, like, the further up you go, you keep getting surprised by how big it is for being built into the trees. But, sorry, I saw the comment. And the first thing you would see, it's organized into different levels. So the first thing you run into on level 1, or rings as the inhabitants would call it, you run into the marketplace where there's an apothecary, blacksmith, and jewelry store, and it seems pretty busy for this time of night. And there's also like an amphitheater built down into one of the tree roots, and that's glowing different colors of mushrooms, and they seem to be enhancing the performance of whoever performs there. And you hear some music coming from that area.
From the mushrooms?
Just singing mushrooms.
The mushrooms are just loudspeakers. You can sort of see them like vibrating every now and then.
Vibrating.
Oh my gosh. The vibrating mushroom head.
Mushroom and dairy products.
Oh my god.
Those are some good mushrooms. I'd like to try some. Is there a guard here who I can ask permission from?
Just take a bite. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yes. And I draw out my butcher's knife and...
We get kicked out of town?
You think I shouldn't cut the mushroom?
I
go
think
ahead.
he
It'll
might.
be fine.
I think it might cause us to get kicked out of town. Perhaps we shouldn't just stab a singing mushroom in somebody else's town.
Well, I wasn't going to stab it. I was going to cut the mushroom stem, if you will.
Yeah, just the tip.
And you would have to get
Just
pretty
nip the tip.
close to the stage.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What's the worst that could happen? Just mushrooms.
Hmm.
It's
I am in your
almost like
party, so I
a.
have to follow your rules.
Our rules
Should
is.
I get the mushroom?
I vote yay.
Feel, feel like the rules of the party are whatever makes the best content.
Oh my god. So, let me get this straight. You're walking up to the stage of the amphitheater to cut one of the mushrooms off. You would have to get on the stage to do this.
Can
Is
I
there a
fly
whole
as
bunch of like,
bef-
children watching this?
Oh,
Also,
absolutely.
Before we does this, I
Maybe
would
you
like,
should not brandish a knife in front of a whole bunch of little children
Oh,
watching
yes.
their favorite puppets.
yes, that's
That
that.
makes
But
sense.
also, go ahead.
I'll use my hands. And I put the knife away and like.
And before you do
knuckles.
anything, I would like to cast guidance on yeah, the folks.
That's amazing. Are you guys following in? Or are you trying to stay the fuck away from this?
I'm staying away. I'm just casting guidance.
Okay.
Let him do his thing.
Watch from
I'm
a
trying
distance.
to look like I don't know these people. I'm trying to like separate myself and look like I don't know these people.
I'm definitely standing right next to Glucose to see if I could, because he said he was a wizard. I'm looking for his book.
My book is like on my waist.
Good to know.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that have been dragging in the water and in the mud when walking then, Mr. Gnome?
Probably.
What do you mean? I'm not crossing the sea.
Yeah, but if the dwarf is up to his waist, then you're like up to your shoulders.
But he didn't fail his saving throw.
But when the dwarf was up to his waist, the gnome, by virtue of how short he is, would probably have been at least to his waist or more, unless he was riding like somebody like a backpack.
Don't worry, gnomes are light. They float.
No magic.
Are you trying to be sneaky with this?
Yes. Is there a way I could like sneak in there?
I mean, you could use the distraction of the performance, maybe, or go in
Alright.
from backstage. But go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Well done.
Holy shit! Okay,
Well done.
without issue. You see that it's basically almost like a children's play as you walk in, and there's like a bunch of children and families watching this bard troupe, and you see some signs and posters for them on the outside of the amphitheater that's built into this like tree, and it's called the Fossick Pockets.
Oh, I feel bad now.
That's a cute name.
I feel bad now.
So
It's just one mushroom.
and you have to sneak on stage, like almost going back, in order to get up to this area. And you notice that the mushrooms aren't producing the sound. The sound that you heard in the music is actually coming from the bard troupe. But the mushrooms are designed to like light up the performance on different colors. And essentially it starts out by being like the first line of their song is just saying, "Don't wander too far into the swamp when you play," and it's like lighting up all these like rainbow colors, and then it slowly starts to fade to green, like dark green and black, when they start singing, "Dead trees and a marsh of bones conceal a cave. If the water's deep, you should leave right away. A massive serpent lies in wait, stalking its prey." And you notice that some of the kids are like really off-put and going like, "This is scary." And yeah, you pluck one of the mushrooms as soon as it turns like that darker green color. That way it's not like a shining beacon to where you are. But
what kind of indoctrination is this?
then they finish out the song and they say, "There's no way to outrun the Serpent Prince. With 3 sets of eyes and multiple jaws, he'll outlive us all." And you see there's almost like a slow, like, half-ass clap. Like, okay.
These poor little children have been traumatized by the play, let alone somebody eating one of their mushrooms.
As I'm hopping off stage, I would say, when you eat the cheese, try to stay. You'll fall, you'll fought, you'll shy away.
And everyone, well, actually, give me like a performance check because it's beautiful.
Don't forget the guidance.
Oh yeah, guidance. Oh, I don't need it.
Nice. Everyone starts cheering for you instead of these bards on stage.
Thank you, thank you. And I hop off stage with my mushroom.
That's amazing. And now you see the bard troupe kind of dejected. They're starting to pack up their things on the stage. One of them's like a heavier set dragonborn, but I can also describe the others that you see. Let's see here. There's also a furbolg and a fairy who seems to be flying along with the rest of them.
I'm gonna go talk to the.
So that's what happened to our initial team member.
By the way, guys, I got the mushroom.
I'm gonna go talk to the troop and try and talk to them and see about more information about this serpent in the swamp.
Yeah.
Well, they're eating the mushroom.
I'm gonna join their island.
And you eat the mushroom glucose?
No, I'm saving this for like spice.
Oh, okay. And you notice that it actually matches your emotions. So, how is glucose feeling right now?
Very cheerful.
It's almost like a rave, like a strobe light then.
Perfect.
So yeah, when the mushroom turns pink, run away.
Oh my god.
no.
Oh no.
Goku's gotta get
Does it start playing some bong 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 bong?
So, Ryland's going to talk to the bards. Is anyone else going with her?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm joining them.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because I have a very bad charisma.
I mean,
I can help with that.
why?
I'm not a very charismatic person, unfortunately. I spent too much time in the woods. I'm smart. I'm just not. A lot of the social graces got lost somewhere along the way.
I love
Sorry.
that character. It reminds me of a character that I have made a long time ago. I miss him. I miss him.
I will say we do have an 8 charisma lizard folk in the party who's currently the the people's representative of a town he'd never been to before. So I think you're gonna be fine.
That is true. But you kind of ran unopposed because, well,
No, I didn't.
You're-
I had that.
You murdered your opponent.
I mean, ask the bards if there are any elections happening, Your Majesty Ryland.
I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, because I don't want to know what the monsters they could dig up in my closet. There's a lot of bones in that closet.
Closet.
That's
I haven't
amazing.
seen closet since. Never mind what I said.
You got skeletons in your closet too? Yeah. Anyway, that was an interesting cautionary tale you told the kids. Although a little bit traumatic. Can you tell me more about the serpent in the swamp?
Yeah, it's understandable. We just try to match like a folk song or something we hear like around the area. Just because, they always love it when they hear things they're familiar with. But
That's true.
yeah, as far as we know, it's just some weird legend they use around here to keep kids away from the swamp.
Do I know anything about this from my time before?
Um, it's tricky because you were from the other side of the continent.
Oh, the other side. Okay.
But
I would actually ask the same. Like, would Sanivi have heard
Would
about
Sneevy
this?
know about this cave and the sea serpent then?
I'll
He's a local.
I'll give Sunevi, because you're from this area, maybe a history check. Yeah, we'll go history.
+0. That's a net 1.
You have
I don't
no
know.
idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, the reason why I ask is because of like the background kind of thing. Like maybe this is something that came over to the other side at one point, or like some rumors or something like that.
You could roll a history check, if you want to, but it will be a little harder just because you're from the
God
opposite side.
damn.
As you were
Goodness
saying.
Gracious.
Damn. Okay. So
Wizards
Told
be
you, I'm a
smart.
historian.
on that note, you, after hearing this information and going through your brain, you're just thinking, well, there's lots of dangerous creatures in the swamp, but usually when there's, and it's hard because, like, we'll say that you're not familiar with the legend itself, but when there's, like, a legend or a folktale or something cautionary, it's usually based in some form of truth. So you get the sense that it's probably being downplayed a little bit.
You know,
Is it-
I have heard about monsters before, but whether it's true or not true, it's based on some kind of site, yes?
It's probably about Sanivi when he made his way to Crestborn.
I mean, most likely.
Could be, but a three-eyed serpent near a cave with deep water kind of sounds a little specific. Did you get any of the details from the local tale, or did they come from somewhere else?
Well,
From like a tale that you had before?
and the Dragonborn continues, we just try to look through any books or, I guess, scrolls that are written in a place before we perform. But unfortunately, this is our, we haven't been here long, per se. We actually came in from another continent.
Oh, were you guys here when the town had that unfortunate incident recently?
Oh, yeah, that was kind of crazy. We just stayed in the tavern all night because we were like, we're not going out and performing during this. Yeah,
Do you know what happened? Because the guards were thing.
yeah, some dude went around and like killed a bunch of people and broke some orb in the shrine and was like, yo, I'm out of here. And yeah. It's pretty rough.
So it was only like one guy.
No, he had some followers that seemed like they're a little creepy.
Okay.
Second-hand information from a bard is always beautiful.
From somebody who was drunk at the time. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Indeed. So it's more of like an out of character thing, but did we receive any kind of tools or equipment to like contact the people back in Crestborn?
Yeah, we have a sending stone.
Right.
A sending stone.
The sending stone is actually to the dynasty.
Oh,
Oh.
I
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was. I thought we got a sending stone to talk to our friend
No,
at Crashborn.
Jestera, I think, is just going to periodically contact Derek because she
Oh,
said he was the most responsible.
That is so
I mean,
true.
I don't know about that. We have Ryan, we have Tom, we have
I'm
me.
responsible half of the time.
Listen,
I'm
she's on
very
my mind
responsible.
almost every day anyway, so I don't think she wants to see anything else that's going on in there.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Might I ask, where did you get this sending stone?
Off a dead body.
We inherited it.
Inheritance through murder. I see. I like this type of party. It's chaotic.
I mean,
Yes.
to the winter goes the spoils.
That's right.
Um,
And speaking of the spoils, you do not have access to the fanny pad until, such time as you've proven your mettle.
Oh, I understand completely. I still have to buy you those 2 wines, don't I?
For Sinevi.
Ac-
For some,
Well-
Actually, you just have to make like a stew out of that arm, but wine works too.
like I said, I could make you jelly.
I don't think I know what this is.
You don't know what jelly is?
No.
It's something that wiggles. And then I do like a little wiggle jig.
I mean, are you
It's
talking
good
about
too.
The bards
Are you
start
talk-
doing it along with you.
They get it.
Could we buy you guys a first round at the tavern, maybe?
The bards all perk up. They're like, abso-fucking-lutely.
Language. There's kids around.
Exquisite new friends.
The
Excuse
kids
me,
are actually
Dragonborn,
long
sir.
gone. Like, all of the parents, just grab them. We're like, we are getting out of here. This performance is terrible.
Excuse me, Dragonborn, and may I ride on your shoulder?
Make a persuasion check. He's just kind of No.
Guidance.
Nice guidance.
It's like gonna help, but it's not gonna be funny.
Probably
Who knows?
not, but you can always
Who
try.
knows?
Nice.
Okay. He says, fine, but my shoulder's a little sore from playing the lute.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, the puns.
Then may I
And the
offer
puns
another
just keep
suggestion?
coming.
On your head. I
And
could
they
be
just
like a
keep
hat.
coming and they just keep coming.
Okay. And he just picks up glucose and puts him on top of his head. And
To the bar. I haven't been to a bar in years.
he's kind of staggering over, and you see glucose riding on this dragonborn bard with a definite beer gut.
I feel like our Dragonborn friend here has already been to the bar.
I like to think my beard is like going over his face all the time.
Yeah, it is, and he's kind of sneezing every once in a while.
He's getting that good beer cheese.
Gesundheit.
That's amazing. So, you guys head to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since
Absolutely.
you all are the last ones to leave the amphitheater, you notice all the mushrooms kind of dim. And the lights go out in the theater. But you actually have to climb more... I can't talk today. You have to go higher up into the tree rings to get to the tavern because it's on the second level of Chamnora's
people.
village. And this is when you notice a couple scorch marks as you're passing through the first the market, and then you're heading up, and you see that there's the temple, which seems like they're doing some repairs on it to get it back in its former shape. And then you also see a bathhouse nearby, where several people are unwinding
Whose
for
temple
the
was
day.
destroyed, by the way?
Oh, well, it's a temple to all the saints, but for some reason they seemed particularly upset with Fossick, as it was. I heard it was his orb who got destroyed.
Rude. Say, Derek, you're good with this whole construction thing. What does your dwarven eyes make of this?
What of these structures?
No, more like the damage.
It's a good question. What do my dwarven eyes make of the damage?
Yeah, I would say, give me an investigation.
Sure, 1 second. And just to check, sorry, this is presumably this isn't stonework.
Correct.
Yep. Sad. Otherwise, I'd have my stone cunning coming into play as
Oh
well.
no!
Right. Yeah, that's all right. It's fine. Right. Investigation. Let's go.
There we go. Nice. So on the 13, you get a sense that most of this was done by like humanoid like weapons, almost like they tried to use fire arrows to take down the town, but it just didn't necessarily take or work. And given the fact that you're in a swamp, that's also part of it. But it's bad, and they're definitely reconstructing part of the temple, and there seems to be one wooden wall that's kind of more caved in and scorched. But other than that, it seems like the repairs should be done relatively soon.
Okay.
Could I do it?
So I was
Go
just
ahead,
going to say I'll
sorry.
pass that on to the party is all I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about a religion check or a insight check about why destroyed this particular orb.
Yeah, I would say probably religion.
Okay.
Nice. We'll say on this, it's hard to tell exactly why this specific individual would be upset, considering you don't know the person. But you do know that Fossick would be the primary deity slash saint around these parts that gets worshipped, and that was the one that's destroyed. And Fossick is like the saint of nature and wilderness.
We're gonna need to get to the bottom of this.
And the orb is generally like their token emblem.
Yeah. And
Okay.
growing up in the forest, I would say that you would be very familiar with Fossick, and probably some of your compatriots most likely worship that saint.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then finally you all arrive at the tavern after seeing the shape of the temple and noticing several individuals unwinding in the bathhouse. But there's a sign on the door of this wooden hut that says just me and my swamp inn / tavern. And you see
I think we should get out of here.
Why?
Because you don't want to enter another man's swamp. You might get angry.
I'll give you that one. I'll laugh at that. Warnings of death.
That was a Shrek reference.
Excuse me, Dragonborn. How close are we to the bar?
We're here, and he walks in and says, "Hey, Sheldon, round of drinks on
On me.
yeah, on him." And everyone starts clapping, and you see that Sheldon is an ogre, with a very bald head and
Wait,
some
he's an
freckles on
ogre?
top.
Oh shit, that is awesome.
As I said, we're gonna get out of here. We're in the Ogre Swamp.
Don't
I was
lie,
gonna
you're a
say,
big fellow, aren't
you missed a joke there with him being a turtle person, but Sheldon being an ogre is pretty good.
I say it's all ogre now, eh?
Oh, we'll need to get on a whole another layer of drunk before that's funny.
Oh yes, I will tell you it again later.
Yes, good.
And
Now, 2 wine bottles also, please, with the order. And 1 mug of ale for the dwarf. You like ale, don't you?
I mean, I like anything really.
Bring him 2 ales.
you come to my bar and you don't order my special?
I will
What
take
is
your
your special?
too, then.
Ale. Wine. My ass. My special is lights out.
What is that?
I'm afraid to order that because if you try to punch me, things might go badly.
And
Do you have a motto for this special? If you have a motto, I will buy it.
wordlessly, he just passes you a clear glass filled with clear liquid. And there seems to be some frog eyes that he puts next to it as almost like a chaser.
I'll have 2.
Perfect. I'm going to put the elixir in a vial.
Nice.
And I'll have 2. And I'll have 2 of them. The frog's eye filled it.
So he passes you 2 cups of lights out and says, "That'll be 5 copper."
Sure. Bottoms up.
How much for the lot? So I could pay all at once, wine, other drinks, 2 ales. And what am I missing? Give me your best meal.
Go 1 gold piece for the lot.
1 gold piece it is. And then I flick him a coin.
And he takes it and then puts everything down in front of you, and also makes some nice crawfish that's presented in a bowl, and then also the lights out special, so each of you have a clear glass with some frog eyes put next to it.
Some
And then
some of it has 2.
he
Can I ask,
just
what's the correct way to drink this?
Bottoms
Do you
up.
drink the eyes, then take the clear liquid, or do you drink the clear liquid, then take the eyes?
Do you chew or do you not chew?
I repeat. Bottoms up.
and you notice Sheldon actually just flips all of you off and then turns around, and the dragonborn from the bar troop says, "Oh, that's part of his charm. That's why we come to this place."
I like him. He's grumpy.
He's a very grumpy man.
I had a friend who was grumpy too. Put me in jail. Timeout at school.
I think you were about to say jail, but we need to get you more drunk to find out what your story is. Yeah.
That is very manipulative of you. I like it.
But I'm honest about my manipulation.
That's amazing.
That's exactly why I like it, so I can avoid it.
So,
Just drink your eye juice.
Oh
But do
no,
you
I'm
put the
saving
eyes
it for
in
later.
the juice, or do you shoot the eyes then the juice, or do you take the juice and then shoot the eyes?
Maybe it's like a weapon.
Yes.
You drink the juice, then you spit it at someone.
No, that's only if you have fire in your hand.
We'll say the right. And to answer your question, yes.
Darek
So
is
I
going to go
need
the
3 of
cocktail
these
route.
then. And I need
Yes.
3 of these to try and figure out the right order.
What was that, Derek?
I'm going to go the cocktail route. So I'm going to put the eyes in as if they're olives and then sit there just slowly sipping.
Oh, nice. All right,
He's going
everyone.
for like a martini kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is a literal Shrek moment.
Did you notice
I
the name
swear.
of the tavern?
I
Oh.
did.
That's the reference. I've watched enough Shrek to know this, but apparently I didn't.
That was my whole joke earlier about getting out of his swamp.
So, everyone go ahead and make con saves.
Is there a donkey who's the chef here?
I was about to say, I'm looking for the awakened donkey bar staff.
Is he voiced by Eddie Murphy? Is the question.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And I forgot to say that, Sunivi, you'll actually have to make 2 con saves since you got 2 drinks.
Will do.
Oh, I should ask. Sorry, I've rolled it with advantage, but I should check. Is it poison that I need to be rolling
Oh,
against?
absolutely.
So that's a 15 and a 20.
Okay. So, we'll say that well, that's pretty high. We'll say the only person who's, like, pretty rough is Tom.
Of course.
Because, like, you're used to Crestborn with all the fruity drinks and, like, all the options and things like that. This is actually just straight moonshine. It's pretty rough. There's no flavor or anything, just moonshine and frog eggs.
So
Goes down smooth.
What have we here? Exactly. Girly man can't hold his drink.
My, you look fucked.
What?
Mayhaps you should stick to the tea and the drinks.
Or the milk.
I'll be fine.
There you
I just need coffee in the morning.
By the way, dear fellow, you can put me down now.
Oh, I didn't think about it. The Dragonborn puts you down.
I told you, I am subtle.
And, Glucose, are you participating in the drinking?
Supple.
Hell no. I will be drinking wine though.
Oh, okay.
Just not the eyeball one.
Nice.
The Navy glares at you.
Do a Constitution save, but the DC's much lower. Oh yeah, you're fine.
And that's it. I'm just glaring at you.
What, is there something on my beard?
Drink.
Oh look,
the
there is something in my beard. A mushroom.
Drink the eye juice.
I'm not drinking the eye juice. She just admitted her plan against me.
Drink the eye juice. Anything else would be rude.
Alright, I'm gonna, like, are we at, like, the bar or are we on a table?
What would you guys choose?
Probably a table.
We're probably taking up a table, yeah.
Yeah. And between the 5 of you and also the bard troop, which is 4 people, it's just like this ginormous party.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like, turn myself in a way that he can only see the side of my face. And I want to, like, just, like, pick up the glass and just, like, throw it over my shoulder, like, really quick and pretend like I'm drinking it.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand, and Sunivi, give me a perception check. Nothing gets past Sunivi.
We totally heard that splash.
Yeah.
Totally heard that splash.
Because it splashes on the back of the head of a dude, like, right behind you. And he's just like, dude! What's your deal?
And I'm looking very unimpressed and just doing, like, the finger tapping on the table.
I missed my mouth. I'm sorry.
He has a drinking problem.
Exactly. I can't drink.
He kind of
Neither am I.
sizes you up and then looks back to his table.
Gnome throw, gnome throw, gnome throw.
Now, this is quite rude to your new party member. Well, potential party member.
Well, you're already wearing that pointy hat. I just want to see if it get a nice spiral going.
It doesn't go through, it doesn't penetrate. I have something else for that.
Yeah, we saw a butchering knife apparently.
Just the tip.
The tip's crooked, you see.
The tip's crooked, you see.
Oh my god.
I thought the warning tale was about a three-eyed serpent.
Oh, dear
Oh,
me.
that's a
Derek,
good one.
inspiration.
I raise a glass to Derek.
That
Oh,
definitely, yup.
Well, he called my penis a serpent.
I think he's just flattering you.
Oh, well, this made things a little bit more awkward, hasn't it? By the
We
way,
have
host.
we have officially reached the part of the game where we are below the belt.
I thought we started below the belt.
Whip it out. Ooh, party!
It's a careful balance.
So, Nevi, you don't even have a belt.
Indeed, I don't.
And Sheldon just goes, "Hey, no nudity in the bar. I'm not putting up with that."
I'm not nude. But if Navy is anything like that, let's just say it's complicated.
And he like
Well, so
growls.
since we are all here, I suppose you have questions about me. Don't ask about the people chasing after me, though.
Okay. Are you my dad?
Son? No, I'm not your father.
Luke, I'm not your father.
I want to talk to the bard troop. And ask the same question.
And the
there, like,
Dragonborn.
Yeah, was there like a group thing for all of you, or any of you my parents?
I'm glad you clarified. For a moment, I thought you were asking, was it like a group thing for all of you, and is one of you my dad?
That's what I was thinking when I heard.
Oh my god!
I was like, that's like 2 levels of questioning too far.
And
I
then
was
Maybe
like,
they're-
where
maybe
did
they're
we go
all your
with this?
Maybe they're all your father. Maybe they all contributed a little.
Yeah, maybe.
the Dragonborn just says, "I don't know. It could be."
All right, what's his name? This is my dad now.
His name is Nero.
Niru. Niru.
At least that's his stage name.
This doesn't matter now. Niru is my dad.
I guess you should call him Daddy.
No, he's Dada.
Dada. Or Papa.
The dragon.
Pops.
That explains my dragon powers. Dada dragon.
You have
And-
dragon powers. Now that is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you lay
Nero.
eggs? Do you lay eggs like a dragon?
And Nero just says, "No, but how about another round of drinks for my
The other
son?"
side.
How about the males and the males wouldn't lay eggs even if they did lay eggs because they're males?
That makes sense. He doesn't have a cloaca either.
Fun fact.
More drinks!
More drinks.
Another round of Constitution saves.
And Dragonborn are indeed born from eggs. Think of that what you will. I'm still not drunk apparently. 15.
Nice. Natural 20. You found your father. You're too happy to
I
be
sobered
drunk.
up.
Yeah.
I sobered up instantly.
Instead of getting drunk, you got the drink drunk.
That just broke my brain.
He just had to. He had to, have one like get put in, and then he's fine.
All right, so I'm gonna talk
Good
to my
remedy.
dad and be like, Dad, listen.
I'm listening.
I
Where do
have
babies come from?
no. I'm gonna whip out my black book of exes, and I'm gonna be like, are any of these women my mom?
Wait, exes? Hold on.
No.
I have a black book of exes, all
No.
the ladies of Crestborn, and I'm gonna show it to him.
He's like very checking over each one pretty carefully, but he says, "Wait a second, I've never been to Crestborn." Huh? We're good.
Awesome, makes sense to me.
No, but maybe your mother.
Roland goes to say that he can't be your dad if he's never been to Crestport. Is anybody going to stop her?
No question. No.
You're
no
forgetting
insight.
you're forgetting about the part where possibly he got the woman pregnant outside of Crestborn, and she then moved to Crestborn.
Okay.
What if he was a miracle child? Now that would make things interesting. He can fly.
Really?
And then he just says, "Maybe I should
mean,
double check."
I mean, it's Tom. Let's be honest. He was probably a mistake.
Well, we know that. That's what I'm saying. If Mira's never been to
Shots fired.
Crestborn, then the odds are he can't be Tom's dad. But you're right that the woman could
I
have gone to
have
Crestborn after the
dragon
fact.
powers. Dragon powers.
But there's lots of Dragonborn here.
But this one said yes.
I said quite possibly.
Yeah.
The wings kind of
Here's
match
the
up.
question. Can you breathe fire?
What?
I haven't tried.
Do you want to breathe fire? I can do that for you.
This is a tree like village, right?
Yes.
Maybe not here.
Yeah, maybe not here.
We're in the tree. We're high in the trees at this point, on wooden and like reeded like vines and stuff. Maybe we shouldn't breathe fire here.
Otherwise, it's fine, but like that's
in a place that's very flammable.
I'm sober enough at this point to not do this yet. But part of me is also going to be like, Dad, look, and I'm going to do prestidigitation, control flames. I'm going to like make a show of it. Look what I can do.
And Sheldon goes, "Hey, no fire. It's a tree village."
Sorry. Dad, did you see?
And the Dragonborn's like,
Can I make
"I'm so proud of you."
Thank you. That's all I ever wanted to hear.
What was that, Kukas?
So, have you ever seen a meme where like a person morphs into an animal, like a textbook person morphs into an animal, a horse or something? Hold on, let me see if I can get an example. Human morph.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another drink for this.
Hold on, I have a good example. Hold on. Thank you, Google.
Oh my gosh.
So Nere's finally drunk. Thank God.
I'll put this
Nice.
I'll put this in the out of game chat.
Okay.
So like this one. Is it working? I don't think it's working. It's not working, is it?
I don't see
links for
anything.
people I don't know? Absolutely.
Copy image address. There we go. Like that, right?
Oh my
So,
gosh.
I want to make an illusion of Tom like going from human into a dragon, but in like this kind of sequence.
It would be going from tiefling into dragon.
Oh, sorry, tiefling into dragon.
Yeah?
In this kind of sequence.
Easy enough.
Same thing. Tieflings are just edgy humans.
Look, we have proof right here in front of us. So it must
Yes! Ow, this is the best day of my life.
And, the Dragonborn goes, "Listen, son, have you ever been to Fari?"
Have I been to there?
It's a different continent, so probably no.
No.
It's a pretty trippy place.
I can't wait for you to take me back to the homeland.
Oh, I'm not from
I'll
there.
drink to that.
I just
I'll drink
traveled
to
there
that.
for a year.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was a trip.
Oh, we have so much to catch up on.
3
It's-
cheers for
And
Tom for finding his father.
Hip hip.
And at this point, the Dragonborn suddenly needed to go out to buy cigarettes.
It never came back. Let me
Oh,
roll a
man.
stealth check. Make a perception check, Tom.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, please fail.
Hey, Dad, where you going?
Please fail.
Where you going, Dad? Where you going?
Oh, just a quick smoke break.
Yes.
Can I come? Can I come?
No, just stay right there.
Okay, I'll be right here.
I'll be right back. I promise.
And you never see him again. Oh, poor Tom.
I'm gonna
believe-
go wait in
Hey.
front of his door and sit there.
Oh, it's so
I
sad.
can't believe that. I can't believe that actually worked.
Only he said milk. I could have called him out on his bullshit.
I don't hear any more of this conversation. I'm sitting in front of the door, just
Why
smiling.
do you think I went for cigarettes?
He had to leave for cigarettes. There's no smoke or fire here.
Exactly.
So
I leave
yeah.
no, I leave over. Oh no, for Derek. Are we gonna tell him, or are we gonna wait till he figures it out?
Maybe until he's sober. Or is he sober?
I'm super sober, and I'm happy. Don't ruin my mood. I am just sitting in front of the door, smiling and waiting.
Maybe
He's a big guy. It's gonna take a while for him to finish his smoking. It's totally fine.
Right.
I'll be right
maybe
back.
being sober is the problem.
Yeah, maybe we need to get him really, really drunk and then tell him.
Okay.
I
That's
don't
the
want
goal
it.
then. We're gonna get him some more eye juice, and we're gonna get him wasted, and then we can tell him.
I don't take it.
I also
Aw.
feel bad because it feels like I'm kind of establishing a character as someone who just gets Tom really, really drunk to do things that make him sad.
I don't want to.
I mean,
Oh,
last
man.
time I stole his necklace.
He did.
Yeah,
I
Oh my
That
god.
convinced me that I ate it.
that was hilarious.
The key point is he doesn't remember, so it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
DM,
If we
Everything
get him
is
drunk
fine.
enough, he won't remember any of this. Right?
Let's see another round of Constitution saves to see how everyone's doing.
I am actively not participating. I'm just sitting on the floor in front of the door.
Oh
That's
dear.
so
try one of my
sad.
cocktails.
I am not at the table anymore. You can.
Tom, would you like some? Would you like some mushrooms?
No, I'm maybe when my dad gets back.
Try my
Can I-
cocktail. You'll love it.
Maybe when he gets back. Maybe
Can I
later.
go ahead and cast Spell Dying on Tom?
Yeah, that's fair. Rylan, you're starting
I'm
to
getting
feel
drunk
it a
for every
little bit.
You know, I started really high, and then I got a 13. Now I'm down to an 11. I'm getting drunker as we're going. I'm still sober, but I'm starting to feel tipsy.
Ooh.
Like a gnome is gone.
Glucose,
Speaking
you
of
look
drunk.
down
Wait,
and
hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I got something.
go for
Where
it.
is it? All right. I got this chronal shift.
Okay.
Chronal shift.
Nice.
So that means I get the 22 because it's like the second roll.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. After you or a creature you can see. Awesome. I just had to read it. Nice. So, you're swagging.
I am perfectly fine. I'm
Now
swagging.
we know what kind of wizard you are. Lovely.
What do you mean? What have you seen?
Nothing.
Yes.
I'm familiar with a lot of different wizards. I'm a well-established student at the Morai Academy.
Oh, really? Are you?
Yes.
DM, do I know what this place is? Is it the same one that I'm in?
No, it's a very different one, but you have
Oh.
heard of it.
So you're a student of Scholar, aren't you? So
I am
am
a
I.
student. Well, what happened was, I was a beautiful linen maker in this guild called the Devil in the Sheets. It's a bunch of tieflings. We're all very famous in Crestborn, and I started like playing with fire a little too much, and they said, "Hey, go to school so you can stop, killing people." And I said, "Okay."
That sounds like a terrible advice to take someone who plays with fire.
I mean, they were trying to protect everyone around me or whatever.
By
By
sending
fire,
you
they
to a
meant
school of
syphilis.
children.
They,
Oh,
they,
wait, no, it is a magic school, so that makes sense.
yeah. So I have like all these like dragon fire powers. They told me it was dragon, and now I have my daddy dragon, and and it's all coming clear.
Can I make
my,
an
my,
investigation check to like figure out what his classes and subclasses?
Sure.
Is that possible? Because I am a scholar.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
The DC is a 2, so like
Oh,
I-
so let me get this right. You had uncontrollable magic that you had to go to school to learn about it, yes?
yes, and I studied very hard, and I rose to the top of my ass, and
Your ass?
yeah, absolutely. And then there was some miscommunications, and I got kicked out for a little while. Um, but I really wish my dad was here to hear this. I wonder when he's gonna
Wait,
get back.
before we get to the dad part, this magic, does it still randomly happen to you? Is it a random occurrence? perhaps?
No, I'm very in control now. Didn't you see my little display? Like I'm all about it.
So you never lose control.
Not anymore. No, that was when I was a kid.
But now you're fine, yes?
Absolutely. I've reunited with my family. I have
Oh.
never been more whole.
Well, before we get back to the family, so this would discern you to be a sorcerer, yes? If my putting together of the story works pretty well.
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
That's what
I
they tell me.
figured. You had a magic of resonance, a resonance of magic on you.
Yes.
Well, as you can tell, I'm a wizard.
Yes. But you said you weren't my dad.
No, heavens no, no.
Wait. Roll back. You're a wizard?
You're a
Yes.
wizard?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What you have just seen a moment ago is a magic that I have been studying for a long, long time. You see, I am a chronomancer.
Yeah,
Ooh.
wizard
Oh
Glugos.
no.
See,
He's
I
a
can control
what?
time.
He plays with time.
Exactly. That is why I am a valuable asset to your party.
He's a what?
Hmm. A wizard, Derek.
A wizard.
Time should only flow in one direction. It defies the laws of nature for you to play with the time.
Oh, well, it doesn't work like that, you see. I could only, it's not rewind per se, but more like, how do I say this? Like, give it a glitch in the fourth dimension, if you will.
In the
That's
Matrix?
what we saw. It was a glitch.
Oh my gosh. And the dragonborn actually comes back through the door and says, "Sorry, I had to completely leave the village and come back. So I'm here now. Are we still doing drinks?"
Yeah, and I'm gonna give him a big hug.
That roll was to see if Tom's dad came back. I said odds he does come back, so
Aww.
it was so sweet.
It was because that the rest of the troop was still here, right? Drinking with
I
us?
willed it
Yeah.
to be. I needed it to be, and there it was. The truth.
So, Let's see here.
Don't mind me and Sinevi. We are just having a moment.
I love
Indeed.
it. I love this.
For fuck's sake, Tsunami, he's not a wizard.
Unconvinced.
But for anyone not aware, look up "You're a Wizard, Harry."
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
For fuck's sake,
You're
Harry,
going-
you're a fucking wizard.
And you're all going to be pleased about it.
You'll get an owl that delivers your shitey mail, and you're gonna be pleased about it.
I prefer squirrels.
No.
To eat?
No, you silly, silly.
Don't they
girl.
taste a bit nutty?
Eat that
Ooh, you got me that one. I'll take another drink for that.
Nice. Feeling it a little bit more as you keep drinking, but
Speaking of drinks, how many of you have been eating your eyes?
The one that I'm using right now.
How many of you have been eating your eyes that you got in your drinks?
I mean, I put mine in like olives in a cocktail, so mine are gone.
Mine splashed on the back of someone's head.
And this is where Sinevi likes
I
that.
I rolled a 10, so I did whatever I was supposed to.
I think I've been
Good.
drinking. I've been taking. See, I've had 3 now, and so I think I've tried it with the eyes first, with the eyes in it, and then with the eyes after it.
Ooh,
what-
you have the makings of a theorist.
Which one
Well,
is
I'm
best?
trying to figure out which way you're supposed to take it because nobody would tell me.
Well, which way is best?
You get a when you put the eyes in, and you take the eyes at the end, and you get a lot more flavor.
Sweet.
Theoretically, the jelly makes it good too. Theoretically, I've never tried it.
Try it.
No, that's ridiculous. No, you would take advantage of that. You mentioned it yourself.
That's why I can then testify that I found it better. But you should try it yourself. Sample size and everything.
I'm afraid my throat's a little bit too small for eyeballs.
That's why you bite them.
Exactly.
My teeth reacts only to dairy products, solids.
Eyeballs are only semi-solid. Try it.
I'm not trying
mean-
the eyeballs.
Try the eyeballs.
you're forcing these like frog eyes down his throat.
This sounds like a wee bit of hazing.
Yeah.
I'm also not opposed. I found my dad, so you guys do whatever you want.
I also like to imagine after a while, when a Sinevi also drink, he just pours it out and only eats the eyeballs.
Oh, so
Skip
you
the
were
eyes.
asking so you could eat the other people's eyeball.
Yes.
Oh.
And apparently everybody's drinking the eyeballs, so that's fine.
Well, I had to find out which way was the best way to have the eyeball, since nobody would tell me.
Wait one here. Who's the one who wanted the eyeballs? Who wanted balls?
Me. Sinevi.
Hold on, Sinevi. Just wait here. And I'm gonna get down. I want to pick up the balls that like splashed against the
The way it was
Hopefully they
worded.
haven't been stepped on.
It's like eyeballs on the ground that have also been kind of stepped on a little bit. Also, ale spilled on top, so yeah, they're there.
Scrape it up with my knife. And, look, it's eyeball pancakes.
Like a Sinevi
so
take, and
gross.
he like picks a hair out of it, picks a bit of cotton lint or whatever, and then down it goes.
How was it?
Tastes like a dirty bathroom floor.
Well, this was the first time making this, so now we know not to.
We need more of this.
Yeah, maybe you'd like another cheese slice.
How about wrapping eyeballs in cheese?
Now that is interesting. I'll still not eat it though.
I suppose that's why there's holes in cheese.
Yeah.
You can call them cheese
see.
balls.
I like that.
That's amazing.
Salty cheese ball.
My salty cheesy balls.
That's amazing.
I knew that one was coming, but I laughed.
And Sheldon comes over and says, "Do you guys need a room for the night?"
Oh my.
Yeah, so there's 9 of us, so I guess 3 rooms.
Wait, are there 9 of us now?
Well, it was 4
Well, there's
4 bards and 5 of us.
We are not inviting the bards to share a room with us.
I am gonna spend as much time with my father as possible.
Your
You never
father is
know,
out
Tom.
getting...
By the end of the night,
He's
you
out
might be
getting
calling more than
sorry.
one person daddy.
Hey, I'm not that drunk.
Yeah.
And your father's out getting cigarettes.
No,
Deal
he
with
came
it.
back.
He needs to get
Daddy
more
did
cigarettes.
come back.
They're all swearing.
Maybe for the free drinks, maybe for his bird friend, but Daddy came back.
That's all that matters.
Daddy got back.
And Sheldon says, "Well, there's not really rooms. It's just one giant community room with a bunch of hammocks in it. Is that cool?"
Is there a body
Oh.
pile?
It's just like precinct.
Is there a body pile?
Cindy is of living bodies, not to chew on bodies.
I
And
really
Sheldon
wish it was
just
7
says,
groups.
Sure, but it would be a silver per person if you want a hammock for the night."
Yeah, I'm down. So there's 9 of us, so that's
Sure.
9 silver.
Yeah.
It's on me, guys. It's on me.
I guess tempting as that is, who's gonna be joining the body pile tonight?
Individual hammocks, Sinevi. Individual hammocks.
Body pile of this.
I claim the top.
Of the body pile? Sure. You can be on top.
See, the problem is, maybe you chew in your sleep.
No, I don't. I nibble. They're different.
How many gold pieces is a silver? I mean, how many silver pieces is 1 gold?
I think it's a
10.
10 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
10 to 1.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So that. And then. So I have instead of 7 gold, I have 6 gold and 3 silver. That's math.
Solid. Nice. So, do you guys make your way from the bar to the hut with the hammocks?
Oh, we're getting the idea he wants to close the bar for the night. Okay.
And he's like the most grumpy bartender like you've seen so far. He's just sitting there with his arms crossed, just kind of glaring at everyone.
I'm gonna give him more silver so he's happier. I want everyone to be as happy as I am.
Aww.
Aww. Yeah, he, you see like a little upturn of his smile.
Thank you. You don't even know what you've done for me.
Goes from a frown just to being straight across.
I would like to ask more eyeballs.
I'm going to hammock.
Well, I'm about to close up for the night, but you can have the container of them if you want. No one's really eating them.
Works for me. Give me.
So he gives you this container of like 30 frog eyeballs.
Sweet.
DM, just quick question.
Yes.
How long is procession again? It's like 2 or 3 hours.
Can you say that one more time?
When is the session gonna end? So I
Oh,
can
gotcha.
message them on time.
So we normally try to stop around, well, it would be 6 my time, so in about 5 minutes, but...
Oh, okay. Okay, because I need to make like message to my homie also.
Yeah, no
But yeah,
problem.
anyway.
Yeah, this is about it. There's a reason the bar's closing.
Yeah. But, yeah. You guys, make your way into, the sleeping quarters, which is just one giant, circular hut with a bunch of, like, hammocks hanging off the walls, at, different heights and everything. And you all nestle in, or do you go into the body pile?
No body pile. One hammock for Tom.
Nice.
I paid for these hammocks.
Again, Sinevi chews in his sleep.
I don't chew, I nibble.
If you don't have a dead thing to put in his mouth, he will chew on you.
I nibble.
Sorry,
That's a big
nibble
difference.
on you.
Thank you. That's a big difference.
And you each find your individual hammocks, and Sinevi bummed that there's no body pile for the night. And you nestle in.
I'll sleep with Sinevi.
Aww.
Phrasing.
Allow it.
Roll for consent.
That's amazing.
No need. I
I'll
allow
have
it.
you know, I lactate.
Oh
And
my
I was
gosh.
waiting for that.
And I think that's where we're gonna end the session. Perfect.
Then let's
Wow.
bet on.
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and say bye to Twitch first, but, yeah, thanks for everyone in the chat for hanging out, and, for this strange episode of Adventures of Alainn. And we'll be back
Discovery.
here. Discovery is the way to put it, yeah. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out, Dak, in the chat. I see you there. That's awesome. And... yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up for tonight, but yeah, feel free to follow us in all the places, and the YouTube upload will be up later. I normally try to get it out by Sunday, Monday or so, and yeah, we will catch you later at 8:30 UTC next Friday. Bye!
Bye-bye.